EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott off play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up, you heard, oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now from the 50. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 8.
Yeah! Here we go.
They go again with Blue. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 1st down, Dallas. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw is Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And running with power here. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely.
Looking to put a drive together. Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Commanders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Crosby-Merritt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to have the Commanders 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10 at the 49.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. Start.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready?
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Now Daniels. On the left side, a catch by White. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Ready? 60. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah,
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Kill! 47. Here we go, 46, 46.
Throwing. Prescott.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Kill! Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get it! Ready!
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott to throw this time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver, who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
26.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
46.
Here's Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and goal, Dallas.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Blue will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Aubrey now for the point after.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Cowboys 14. Commanders 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Yeah, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. To throw is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
10 at the 48-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second and 6.
Ready. 70 left, Buffalo 18.
Throwing now is Daniels. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Ready. Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates.
To the air goes Daniels. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He'll get that out to the flat to White, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
First down.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Let's go now.
Washington will line up for the two-point
19,
conversion.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game,
Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. 79 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington
19,
offense.
Lion. Come on, come on.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
18 Rattlers. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
18. Washington Commanders 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Get it. 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw again. He's going to go up top again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
It'll be a gain of 5. And That's going to bring up second down.
At the 7-yard line.
They go with blue between the tackles. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
On third down, they run with blue. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, it's blue. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Krusky Merritt is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Prescott.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Okay, quick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
68. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake. Daniels.
Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
60, 19 tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Hard throw, incomplete.
Intended for number 18, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Cougar 19. 19 Lions. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 16.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Prescott. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass.
And he's going to let it go deep.
And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
1st down, here's White. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
42 yards rushing for him down his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the jump.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Cowboys 28, Commanders 16.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
60 vices, 60 vices, go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. From the left side here, and it's complete.
On the ball now.
Second and a couple.
18 Cardinals.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DeMarvin and Overshown. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hand.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
16.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Tag. Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Panther 60, Panther 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw is Daniels. Out route pass complete to Goddard.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Dragon 60.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cougar, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Sly on for the extra point.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Next to score, Cowboys 35, Commanders 23.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Oh, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing now is Daniels.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Daniels. On the RPO hit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
And 20 at the 42-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
On the deep ball.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And that will force a turnover on downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring